Hello, tribe members. I am Marcus Onesimus Boston, and I am Cecil W. Adams. We are the hosts of the Soulardians, the Human Becoming Podcast. You are just a few seconds away from listening to our newest episode. But don't forget to get your tribal wear from thesoulardiansmerch.com and listen to previous episodes at thesoulardians.com or wherever you subscribe and get your podcast from. Follow me on all socials at MOBoston314 and me, Cecil W. Adams, on all platforms. Welcome to the Positive Playground and always forward. Welcome back to
the
Soulardians. Welcome back, and I'm black to the Soulardians. Well, one of us is black of the Soulardians. Well, I don't know. See some. Listen.
Whatever.
I am Marcus Onesimus Boston, podcast Poppy, podcast Zaddy, podcast Prophet. Welcome to the mob. Hey, violence.
Stop. No more violence, bro. Only violence against the establishment.
Those are shots of love, baby. Valentine's Day is around the corner. Those are shots of love. Bang, beat it up. Beat your loved one up. Beat it up like you mean it. Give it a ref six.
I don't.
Yes. Bang, 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 bang.
All I can do is apologize for you. I am Cecil W. Adams. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all the love and support. 2021 is going to be the pivot year where we take this shit over. Win it home. Take off.
And we have returning connoisseur to...
Wait, he is not a connoisseur.
Damn it. I'm sorry. Returning tribe member to Soulardians.
You going to say his name? Or
Andrew Michael Gegg, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
I know. He's high.
I know, but I know. Thank you for coming down to Big Booty Studios of Always
Thanks
Forward
for coming
Media.
to the trap.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Brother,
Last time
happens.
it was fancy, like over in the
I
pro
like this
studio.
better.
Yeah, I do too.
Hell yeah.
We do too. Yeah, and hopefully, not hopefully, but you might be the last one to do a pod from the current setup. Yeah,
I feel honored.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know Marcus is a little hesitant, but I don't think he sees
That's
it yet.
not true. I say I'm with it. I don't like. I'm. Let's go. Like I don't.
All right, cool.
No breaks. Let's go.
All right, let's go. All gas, no brakes.
That's it. I ain't got no insurance.
So I'm sure everyone's listened to that podcast that we did with Andrew before. Just a little highlight of what was last time. Andrew what is the title of your with
My role?
What's your role with
Digital marketing.
Okay. Digital marketing and badass motherfucker for Gateway Bronco.
I got a sound effect.
Hold on.
I got
we
a
got
sound
it.
effect.
Marcus got a sound effect. Hold on.
I'm pouring vodka.
That didn't sound Russian at all.
Uh,
For Gateway Bronco.
All right.
If you have a chance, go check out gatewaybronco.com.
Correct.
Yeah, and they got some dope shit. Now, many people that listen, maybe you don't quite have your paper right to be able to afford one right now, but there is something big coming up. Currently taking you know what? I'm gonna fuck it up. Andrew, go ahead and explain what's going on right now. What you guys got coming up?
We are basically doing a contest to raise money for the Kevin Love Fund. We're in partnership with Omaze, and you can go online at omaze.com/gateway and purchase raffle tickets. I guess it's not really a raffle. I can't say raffle. It's not a raffle.
It's not a raffle?
It's a contest.
Contest, okay.
And you can put however much you want, $2, $5, $7, $10, $100, and you get entries to win our custom four-door Bronco, all supporting the Kevin Love Fund.
And that Bronco, you can go to all of our social media, and you can see you can click on that link, and it'll get you where you want to be.
Yep.
And it's a chance, honestly, to win a fucking amazing fucking vehicle, along with $20K.
Yeah.
Wop.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
Why would you not?
Yeah, why would you not?
$2.
Yeah, you could buy one. Like,
All right, here we go. Last.
Marcus, Turn it
The
towards
last
you.
winner.
Wait, got
The last winner.
This is the third.
This
Last.
is our third campaign with Omaze.
Yes.
The last winner, which the charity of choice was Big League Impact, Adam Wainwright's charity.
Who just resigned. Shout out Adam
resigned.
Wainwright. Love you,
There we
man.
go.
Thank you for coming back.
Which we ended up helping raise over $450,000 for them, which was awesome.
That's awesome, man.
But the winner of that contest that won our electric Bronco, the first one we made, spent $10.
That's amazing.
$10.
And what was the value? What's the value of that Bronco that she got?
$285,000.
Damn.
$285,000 Bronco on a $10 entry.
$10 entry.
Spent $10 and won a $285,000
Plus $20K.
Plus $20K. So one $10 entry, she got
$1,000 worth of
$305,000 worth of shit. That's dope,
man.
So you're not only are you helping a cause, but then also you have a chance.
And so the money from that went to not only kids in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
I think it went to feeding kids in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
It went to a ridiculous number of meals, and then it also went to Haiti. They're building some facility in Haiti.
That's the shit I'm talking about right there.
That's dope. Round of applause.
Omaze does some amazing things.
Hey.
But then also, Gateway is a St. Louis area based company, and the things you guys are doing it's awesome. I mean, we can get into the last time you were on, you guys were getting set to go on the Barrett Jackson for another amazing charity as well. Let's just fill everybody in on that one. Do you remember that, Marks?
Oh yeah, I remember watching.
We just watched it again on YouTube upstairs. Yeah, dude. Because when I watched it at the gym,
me chills.
Oh yeah, I watched it at the gym, and I didn't have sound, but I just kept watching the number, and people were like, "What is this weirdo doing standing here looking at TV?" Like I had to have them change the channel to it. I was texting you. I was like, "Hey man, where can I get this? I'm at the gym, blah blah blah." Because I ain't got cable, So like, I went to the gym to watch it and to work out, but. The guy's like, wait, what channel? I was like, oh, this, Barrett Jackson auction. He's like, okay, weirdo. So I got it on there and I'm like, yeah, let's go. But it was awesome, man. Go ahead and explain everything went down with that.
So Ryan Blaney, NASCAR driver, came to us asking if we would commission a build for him to help raise money for his foundation, which benefits the Alzheimer's Association. So, we took this charity vehicle that we built that he helped design, and we took it to Barrett Jackson, and this was in last January. And when
January 20?
Yeah,
it was 20. Yeah.
And
before it all fell apart.
Right.
This was the last great thing before
it all fell apart.
That's very true.
Yeah, it crossed the block, and we sold it for $650K, and 100% of that went to the Alzheimer's Association.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty
amazing.
And a guy from St. Louis is the one that got it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like the amount of money that he spent on that, I was just like, holy shit. And then I just learned today that
it was his first time ever being in an auction.
Wow. But to spend that amount of money, congrats, shout out to you. What was his name again? Steve Jones. Thank you so much for helping out a great cause, and yeah, man. Shout out. I don't know what you do, but I'm gonna Google you and find out. I don't know where you get the guap to spend $650,000 on a vehicle, but congrats to you for having that capability. And it's amazing, when people give back like that. Unreal, man. But the little things people do in life to do that. You don't have to spend $650 to make a difference. But, I mean, thankfully, that guy did.
No, yeah. I mean, I think that's why Omaze has such a great concept going on with what they're doing with all these raffles. You're able to donate $2.
Right.
But everybody, you think about however many people are donating $2.
Yeah.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah. And, yeah, exactly. And $2, me spending $2 on something, I spent more on less.
Yeah.
I spend $2 every day
I
on
spent
something.
more on worse. I
Right.
spent more on worse. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you want to get into it?
Yes.
All right.
What we get into?
The show.
Oh, you doing tribal baptism? What you talking about?
Oh, he's already did that. Let's
Did we?
let's go.
We're
Let's get
doing-
into week the word. The week
All
that
right,
was.
good. Well,
All right.
okay. So, Andrew, what was the week that was? What was the good and bad of the last week?
Would you like to turn the live feed to him?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
The good and the bad. The good.
Mm-hmm.
The good.
I like the good.
You guys start.
Okay. All right. I will start. He's like, I don't want to be put under pressure. The good was on Saturday last week after we had Jerry on. I woke up. I wasn't going to play in that tournament, and then I was like, woke up and I was like, I'm still hungover, maybe still a little drunk. It's like 8 in the morning. I'm like, let me see. I just put up a post like, anybody want to play in this tournament? And then my boy Obi hit me up, and I was like, all right, man, let's do this because it's close to above our house where they were playing the tournament. And I was like, all right, man, like maybe go 1 and 2, but we ended up going 4 and 2, getting 5th place out of 38 teams. I was pretty happy with that. And right. So the next day we had the Acl Regional up at the used to be the what was that mall out in Bridgeton? The Mills.
The Mills. I was also Midtown.
They last second they were able to find a place because they had another place and blah blah blah. They couldn't get. It was a new place. It was opened up in St. Charles. They couldn't get occupancy or whatever. They weren't able to open. So anyway, they switched over to that place. Thankfully, shout out to the people that own the Mills letting us do that out there. But on the way up, I'm like happy. I'm like, all right, I played so good yesterday. I'm gonna play so good today. I can't wait. I'm gonna build on it. Driving out there, and I went up there and shit the bed and went 0-2. I was getting nervous, bro. I was shaking. I'm like, why the fuck am I shaking right now? It's okay, like because I was by the end of the day, like I figured out, like after throwing around and just like figured out what I was doing wrong, whatever. But it was still like shaking and like being super nervous, and I was like, fucking hey, why the fuck am I nervous? It makes no sense. Like, it makes no sense to be nervous. Like, the first guy I played against, I see him all the time. Like, I know who he is. Like, but I could not. I don't know what the fuck was happening. But whatever. Like, live and learn, move on, and rest of the week went cool. Still out there at the first forum doing my thing, and yeah, it was a good week. It was fun. Yeah, out here living my best life. What about you, sir? How was your week? Flip that camera around on you. Flip it around. Flip it around. You're always like putting it between other people. Like, no. He's just gonna hit the camera button. Right. He knows how to work the thing better than like we need to. After we're done, Andrew, can you show us how to use that a little bit better, please? Because you know.
Damn. What my week? It was swell.
You trying to bring swell back? That's a word.
It was a good week. Had some good conversations.
What did you do that was like? What was the highlight of your week?
The highlight of my week was probably being spoken to like I got shit figured out. Like,
you got to frame this better for me so I know what we're talking about here.
Like, people really think I got this podcast shit figured out. Exactly. Like, people actually look forward to my thought on how you did. Like,
I mean, when you're the tallest midget in the room, like. I mean that in the best possible way. Shout out to do you have any midget friends?
Nah. I
don't have a whole lot of Asian friends either.
My kid's probably the size of one.
All right.
I don't think we can say midget no more either. I think it's small people.
Oh, really?
People, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, finish your Finish what you're saying.
I guess back.
So
to me now.
so what was the setup to where the person where you felt like, nah, this person really wants my opinion and thinks I got it figured out.
Emula does that. You know what I'm saying? Like RJ does that. Like
shout out RJ, shout out Emula.
Shout them out.
Definitely gonna have to check them out on that pod. They got the new pod launching out of Big Buddha Studios.
It'll be out in March.
Yeah.
March is when we're gonna drop that. Give me some time to do some shit. Yeah. Time to play.
Whole build up.
I need to buy. You know what? I'm doing my taxes. I'm buying me a fucking Mac Pro. I'm being a big body. Like this era is really holding me down. This era has.
I need to do my taxes. There's another stimulus coming. You're fine.
Either or, whatever comes first.
I thought you were with the last stimulus check. You were buying.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you were. So you just felt like bringing them on, like that was when you were talking to RJ, he's the one that just kind of like made you feel like.
And like it's good to see people that it's good to be in a position to see people that's going through some shit get a chance to be around good people. Everybody will get a chance to be around genuine good people and do those shit. It's always like good. It's like it seems good, but it comes with a price.
Yeah.
But with us, it's we good because we good. Like we not doing it because we have to. We doing it because we want to.
Right. And that's where people have to understand that we're taking our time and doing things for you to help you out. But if you're not going to like help yourself when we're giving you the tools that we have, they're not all the tools, but the tools that we have, as long as you put an effort in, we're cool.
Yeah.
Like come around anytime you want, but there's just we're not going to carry you.
Yeah, I love when you're hungry. Like I can tell you hungry to do shit, and like it's and you got genuine and you got different. Like, like we all different, but we all the same. It's such a beautiful exchange of humanity between people that would probably not even cross paths. If they cross paths out in the world, they wouldn't. They wouldn't even speak because they're so different. But like we found a way to all be in the same room. Like, dang, how we all friends? Like, because you would ever think of you would see a room of us. You like,
well, I mean, Andrew, you can attest to this. How much of a difference was it between where you're at now to the place before with the two different people that own the company? Meaning, like the guy before. You told stories about it, and to now the leadership style, like that's.
You mean with Seth?
Yeah, I didn't know if we were able to say that. Yeah, Seth. Yeah, with Seth compared to the last guy. I mean,
he's more open minded.
Yeah. Oh, I could tell that with that event I bartended for you. Like when I'm like, hey man, like this drink would taste better if I just do this, and he's like, just do it the way I told you.
I'll never speak bad.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying like, but then I shook it for him and he liked it better.
There was a family there.
Right.
Family feel there.
Right.
I mean, they
just
took
two different leadership styles.
Two different styles, two different personalities. And
do you think both styles work though?
Yes.
Does
Seth is doing something right?
Right, obviously,
Joe
and both. I mean, both of them.
Joe Scott is doing everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember his son. I still got his number on my phone. We texted back and forth after that for a while about some real estate stuff. Yeah, they're doing it right. I mean, maybe it's a little bit more old school what they're doing. Like with real estate and stuff, and where I think Seth is more of a techie.
Yep.
Tech. Yeah. And is he still doing tech stuff, or is he just focused on?
No. Well, I shouldn't say that because we do have a patent pending on the soft top for the Bronco. We're the first in the industry to create one.
See, that's the shit I was talking about earlier.
Yep.
I mean, of course he does.
Pending.
Yeah, and that's the type of shit. I mean, his thought process. In my research, I haven't done any research on him lately, but like before, it was just like, man, this dude just thinks outside the box.
He's got like 42 or 43 patents to his name. He wants to get to 100.
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. Why wouldn't you? Yeah. I mean, even after you get past 5, it's like, oh, this is easy. Let me come up with another patent.
He just comes up. He's creative, innovative. One of his biggest things was he helped develop this robot that performs heart surgery, like Continental.
Yeah.
So the person manipulating the robot was in Boston.
Oh wow!
And the surgery was happening in like Italy. It was crazy.
Jesus fuck! My mind's like, what?
Right.
Sir,
Like,
I don't know how I feel about you saving my life through Wi-Fi. Like,
but what is the best Wi-Fi? Like that thing's like 2 million gigs.
Man,
like,
I mean, God, come on, man.
Yeah, but still, like if it's able to happen, like
yeah, do what you gotta do,
man.
I
remember something from remember the show Dr. House?
Yeah, House was great.
House. I mean, but it was something that was said there that like really hit with me. It was when he talked about he was military kid, whatever, and he was super sick, and they were in Asia somewhere, and I think it was China or something, and obviously this is all made up. It's Hollywood stuff, but it still was like, fuck. He was really sick, and nobody could figure out what was wrong. But in this area, it was all hierarchy. You couldn't be a doctor unless you were part of this wealth situation.
Yeah,
and this doctor went and got a janitor and brought him up and had him study the case and look at it, and nobody knew, like, why did he get this fucking janitor? And then, whatever, Dr. House was a kid, and like, I guess asked him or whatever, like, why is this janitor here, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor said, because he's the best. Only because of social standing, he couldn't be here. So for me, it's always like, I don't care where the fuck you come from. As long as you're the fucking best, I fuck with you. So maybe the best doctor in Italy might be the 5th best doctor in Boston. But at the end of the day, I want the best doctor overall, where the fuck you're from, to do whatever. If it's able to do the surgery from it. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, it's all going to come down. Sooner or later, it's just going to be robots doing the fucking surgery anyway.
Yeah, this just on the prompt.
No, it's already going to fucking. I mean, that's within 5 years. To me, I mean, precision wise, whatever.
Did you hear about the heart?
No.
They have like an artificial heart now.
Oh yeah, no, they can 3D print that shit.
That's just insane.
I mean, it is. Oh no, so basically they were regrowing them with the stem cells, and now they got the stem cells recreating stem cells, so they don't have to take stem cells from abortions anymore.
Oh, what a horrible human being you are! Could you hand me that cord, the black cord? I gotta charge this stand up because
sir,
it's on the twerk, and I just need the cord, not the white block, just the cord.
See, it takes the white block to make the black cord work.
Teamwork.
But no, you're right. Yeah, I did see where they're printing like all kinds of fucking.
It's insane.
So that makes me happy in the fact that people don't have to wait for transplants anymore.
That's where I was going with it.
Right.
Like the fact that, I mean, all these people go waitlist.
Yeah,
you don't have to rely on another human.
Yeah. Do you guys think that that's going to turn into where people live like 120 is going to come like that?
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I mean,
can't comprehend that.
Right? I can comprehend it.
People do too much extra shit. They gonna
no. Why is that extra? I don't know.
I say extra, like people be on risk taking. I know if I got a chance less than 120, I'm gonna try some shit I probably wouldn't try if I know.
Would you even want to live that long?
I mean, if I can still move like I do now, let's just say. But let's just say if you could live to 120 but still have the consciousness and the mobility and being able to do shit like you're doing now.
Well, yeah, but you're not.
I mean, who says? Look at fucking just for instance, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's fucking 53, 54.
Mm-hmm.
That dude can outlift us, outrun us, outdo everything with us. Just because he works out and does mobility, does yoga, does the shit. Like, if you take care of the fucking ship,
oh, for sure,
it can sail for a long time. I just made that shit up. That sounds pretty dope, right?
Yeah, that's good.
That was good.
I mean, I don't want to be like sitting in a recliner every day and not, having to. I'll tell you like this: if I get to a point where I can't walk and I need somebody to wipe my ass, and I need somebody to clean out my fucking.
What's the point?
I'd be like, Marcus, just put me down. I don't want to see it coming.
Come on, old yeller.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Look, you're right outside.
Just go ahead and put me down. I'm cool with it. Like, just know I'm not. Like, you're doing me a favor. I'm not mad at you. Just go ahead and take me out. It's cool.
I'm the one that got to live. I'm the one that got to live with this.
Do it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, he could totally do it.
Yeah, like
that's why I said if he ever sees me playing kickball, go ahead and drop me because I done gave up.
That's how I met RJ. I was umpiring because I would just umpire. Like I would umpire with like a chair. I had my chair sit at home.
Of course
base,
you did.
And I call out balls and strikes. We sit there smoking and shit, drinking.
Oh wow, really?
I was disrespectful. I was right there.
Oh, my God.
Now, if it was important games, I'll stand up. If it was like playoffs, I'll stand up, make sure I get my calls right. But the season, I'm sitting in my chair right by home plate. Ball. Foul.
Would people argue with you about balls and strikes?
They will try to, but they're like, look here, sir.
You are a grown man playing kickball.
Look at you and look at me.
Calm down.
I can get to my bag faster than anything else. So make sure you want to argue with me.
He goes to guns right away.
I just want you to know. I don't give a good goddamn.
Violence team today.
No. It's we're weaning him off of the violence thing. Just like he was he had a time where like there was a lot of hate in his heart for like the last month and a half. We had to like. It came down to his mom having to be like, "Hey, sweetie."
And my mom don't even talk to me that much. That's why he knows.
Right.
He's like,
right. She was just like, "Hey, man, like,
I've been noticing.
that
you're doing a lot."
He was doing a lot. Now he's back. He's cool.
I'm chilling. I'm back. Had a moment.
Right.
Mama saved lives. Saved lives.
So, Andrew, let's hear about your week. Now that you know how we talked about ours, let's.
We're still doing that.
No, we got to finish it because we're getting back on track. We went straight for a minute, but we're back.
Well, I mean, I got stuff going on outside of Gateway that I'm excited about. So,
yeah,
I can't really talk about it.
You can't.
I
Okay.
have to kill you.
Oh yeah, but
I'm the violent.
I'm not trying to. I'm not.
I'm not. Just continue with the theme. You set me up.
How
violence,
about
more violence?
But, well,
see how violence produces more violence?
It spreads.
Andrew doesn't have a violent bone in his body, but now he's violent. Now he's talking about killing us. All because of your influence.
I blame you.
Yes.
I deserve it too. I deserve it.
So,
no, but I have something going on outside, and I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm gonna be happy with that.
Yes.
I'm happy that I have a wife that supports that and allows me to go on this venture. If you will.
Yeah, and then I mean, your photography is amazing, and you've really like impressed me. Like it started, I feel like it started out as a hobby for you, and it's kind of turned into a.
It did. It actually started with the car museum.
Okay.
And I was scouring for jobs day in and day out. Couldn't find anything. I was just trying to figure out what I want to do with my life.
Yeah.
I had no clue. And then I was like, car photographer? Sure. I could do that. I was like, my dad's a professional photographer. My brother's a professional photographer. They can teach me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I went and applied, sold myself without knowing a damn thing about photographing cars. And just worked my way up. Practice.
I did not know that your brother and your dad were photographers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, on the side, but they're both really good. So,
have you eclipsed them? Are you better than them now?
I'm gonna say yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah. I have more published photos. I'll say that.
Oh, okay. All
more
right.
published photos in actual.
Hell yeah.
Well,
does your dad ever do the thing with like?
Dad is actually his kitchens are in.
Did your dad ever throw up like back in my day? We didn't have the filters.
No, Dad won up me and got a really sweet camera.
Oh.
So
Well.
he's winning.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's established.
Dad kicks in like motherfucker.
Like, you know what?
I take back being the winner. I'll let Dad. I'll be middle. I'm above Will.
There you go. There you go. Well, who's the better volleyball player?
I don't even know if I could play volleyball anymore.
Really?
Ugh, I haven't played in forever.
I haven't either.
I just quit. I'm just done.
Yeah, I stopped once I left that place that I worked at that had sand volleyball. I haven't played since.
Yeah,
that was 7 years ago. It was like 7 years ago. Yeah.
Damn.
I'd never played volleyball really until I started working there, and then like I got into it. But I just remember seeing you with that volleyball tattoo, and I'm like, oh God, this guy's gonna be good. He sure was.
It was like, oh God, that guy's gonna be a douche.
Well, no. Well, yeah. I mean, that was
That's what I would have thought.
Yeah,
It was all wrapped up in the same thing.
100%. That's what I thought. But like when I seen you put one in the 5 foot in sand, I was like, I don't want to play this guy.
I don't want to be here no more.
I'm like used to playing against people like Marcus and his teams that he had, like just dominating, like a fucking.
We had all athleticism, no training. It was just fun. It's a bunch of just savages. It was crazy. It was bad.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was a rough start. I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but like I once again referring back, I was the tallest small person. So like,
yeah.
Nobody else knew how to play. It was like,
yeah. Like
I was like, oh, I'm athletic. I played college basketball. I know what I'm doing. No, I didn't know what I was doing.
It was so bad.
So you don't play
great.
at all anymore?
No.
I'm
not upset about it.
No,
at all.
No, I don't miss it at all.
No. I just play a lot of golf though.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah,
take a lot of prospective clients out on golf trips.
No, it's all for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I started playing bags. I was like, I was just like, man, I started doing construction during COVID because it was whatever, going back off of what my dad taught me, that how to use tools. Like I'm not like a master carpenter, but like I understand shit. Like I understand how to use tools. Like so I went back to that and was doing that, and then I was like, man, I need to really do something other than just like after I get done working, coming home and sitting on the couch and playing video games and drinking or watching TV and drinking. I was like, man, I need something to do. So then I started throwing bags, and now it's
an addiction. It looks like
it's not an addiction.
No,
it's a passion. It's a passion.
That's what addicts say.
I'm not making excuse. I am not going to make an excuse for what I've been doing, because at the end of the day, like, what else would we be doing at that time?
Cornhole saved my life. Like rap saved my life. Cornhole saved my life.
But at the end of the day, it's not necessarily that it saved my life. It gave me something to do other than what else would I be doing that fucking time? Yeah. Like golfing? No. I'll do my golf sets right over there that I've never used. No, seriously, it was a gift. It was yeah. But no, it gave me something to do, and it gave me something to like just like with golf, you humbled yourself by like starting to play. Like I don't want to be the best person in the fucking room at something. If you're the best person in the room at whatever skill or trade or whatever it is, you need to find a new fucking room. So I was like, I'm going to humble myself, start playing this game, go get my fucking ass whooped. I still get my ass whooped. I've been practicing every day since November 1st, throwing 300 to 500 bags a day, and I'm still getting my ass whooped. That's cool. I take it. I'm good at a lot of things, but I'm not good at bags yet.
Yeah.
But I'm learning. It's just another thing. Like, oh shit, ooh. There's a piece of ice right there that you knocked out.
Yeah, I felt it. I didn't know what to do with it.
So
shoot the basket. Oh, shoot the basket. Oh wow,
well, I was throwing behind this. Come on,
you
now.
gotta throw underhand.
Oh yeah,
yeah, right, exactly.
If you threw underhand,
exactly. So, but I've met, the amount of people that I've met by playing the game is totally worth it. Even if I mean, I don't think I'll ever stop playing, ever stop playing the game. Will I go at the pace I'm at now? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe 6 months after, I've been in for 6 months, maybe I'll pick up something else because I want to humble myself again. I don't know. But it's just, if you aren't doing things to learn, in a sense, like you aren't picking up new skills or new things, not that bags is a skill per se, but like it's something different.
Better sitting on the couch.
Exactly. If you stop learning new things, you're basically dead, I guess.
There's a lot of motherfuckers dead, but they lie, but they walk around dead, man.
I would love to pick up golf, and if I was somewhere, if I was at a point in my life where I could wake up at 5 a.m. and go, not necessarily play, but go to the driving range or whatever, practice every morning, I would totally do golf, because I can fucking swing a golf club, man. I can drive a fucking ball, man. I've in college I had a golf class because that's what they do when you play basketball. They're like, oh, you have this golf class. You don't have to go, but you have golf class. But I actually went because it was at the driving range. So I would go, and then, working on it. It was awesome, man. I hit a fucking 325-yard fucking drive. Damn. Straight. Not even have to turn to the left to make it, because it comes back around right. It was straight. Like, I was like, holy shit. And then they it hit the 325 sign. That's how I know it went 325. Is like, I was like, ooh. And Duffy was the guy's. Yeah. Duffy. The coach was Duffy. Here. I don't remember his last name, but Duffy was his first name. And Duffy was standing there. He's like, Jesus Christ, you realize you just hit a 325-yard drive? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I didn't understand I didn't understand the relevance of it at the time. And then I go home and tell my dad, and he just like walked away. He didn't even want to talk to me anymore. Like,
or didn't believe you.
No, he believed me because he knew I was in that class or whatever. And then like, it was just funny because, my dad's not like a golfer, but like, the dude still has his golf clubs. He still has a actual wood driver. Like, yeah. But he's old school. Dave is old school, man.
Old school D with the old school. That this sorry, Dave.
That's weird. That's weird.
Sorry. That makes this weird.
Right, that just makes it weird. Just don't let me nice, okay? So what else is going on, man? You got dope shit you're doing with photography stuff, and then whatever else you're doing. Kiddos
getting big.
Yeah, man.
I was telling you, man.
You parents, man. You parents are baffling.
I just
he's a little jerk.
I feel in the bathroom pissing on you, bitch.
Perfect. All day at school. Comes home.
Right.
Pisses everywhere.
Yeah. I feel like every parent feels your pain on that.
It's ridiculous.
But it's at the end of the day, you don't get mad about it. You're just like, you can't get mad. You get frustrated. You still get frustrated. And
the little notes from all the teachers,
mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, he's just a perfect little angel.
Yeah.
His personality is so happy. And
right.
And then he comes home, he's just a mad terror. Like, are you trading kids here? Is there a twin that we don't know about? Like, what are we when he goes,
this asshole, him? This is not guy? No. This guy, like, you bullshitting.
Right.
We had a conference at our last school
mm-hmm.
before COVID, and we were like, Are you writing these right? Like,
he don't get no smoke.
Are you just telling everybody that their kids are good?
Right.
Because
he throws things at us.
He ain't give you no smoke. No smoke.
Nothing.
Wow.
They're like, no, he's perfect angel.
Fucking fireballs at my house. He's California on fire out here.
I don't know if he's testing us.
They're always pushing.
Who the gangster me?
They're always pushing boundaries. Mine, she's 9 and she didn't push boundaries anymore, but she still does in a sense.
Yeah.
But most of the time she's just super cool and she just likes to play video games and play basketball and hang out.
Way easier than potty training.
Oh yeah. Oh, totally. Bro, I don't envy your situation. Every time I see a little baby, I'm like, I just kind of want another baby. And then I'm like 5 or 8 minutes later, I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, I'm just like, idiot. Like, the best baby to have is somebody else's, just like to hold it for a minute.
Just for a second, then you give it right back.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Mine, she so chill until she's not. Which I haven't seen in a long time. Like, she used to, she had this thing where, like, if we were playing video games, she would like throw a remote or whatever. She got mad. That happened one time when I saw it. I was like, I called her mom. Like, we were playing together. I called her mom. I was like, hey, go in there and like take her PlayStation and just put it in your room or whatever. Just take it away from her. And then then she got on the phone and she was crying. And I was like, you did this by throwing that remote. Like, did you buy that remote?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's mine. But I said, but did you pay your money for it? She's like, no. Okay. I think those are $80.
American.
Guess what she doesn't do anymore? Throw the remote. Yeah. Yeah, and then
Not
also
pesos, American
so
dollars.
the one thing I did that I'm proud of because it actually worked. That's the only reason I'm talking about it, is because it actually worked. Was I started playing YouTube videos of kids her age that would like rage out, like if something went wrong and they just like freak out about a video game, and then I would make fun of them, and then get her laughing about it. So now she doesn't want to do that.
Get made fun of.
Yeah, she doesn't get made fun of for acting stupid about a fucking video game about pixels. Like it doesn't matter. Right, and that's one of the coolest things.
Pixels a game?
No, pixels meaning like they're pixelated characters on the screen.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought maybe.
I mean, I'm sure there is something that's called pixel, but pixels are what creates the video games, whatever. Right. But like her understanding that that's super dumb to do. I mean, I don't take all the credit. Like her mom is amazing, and she like has definitely put that into her. Like don't act like an asshole. Like the biggest thing, if there's one thing I could ever say about parenting, is just don't raise a little fucking asshole. Yeah, and I don't care if Max or if your kid is a asshole to you, I don't care. But like as long as he's not an outward asshole, it's fine.
Which is great. He's great to everybody else. Everyone.
Then you say,
why you being a dickhead for? Stop being a dickhead.
But does he still have those times where he's like, he'll do an asshole thing and be like, sorry, Dad.
That's exactly what.
And then you're like, no.
Like, it all goes away.
Oh yeah.
Like it could be the worst night. The worst night. He could have been terror all night, and then we're like laying down, just laying there on the bed.
They get you.
He's watching video, and he's just like, "I love you, Dad." It's like, yeah, I forgot about everything.
You're just like,
you're the best,
buddy.
Yep.
How old is he now?
He's 3.
3.
oh man,
Still carrying on the terrible twos.
All right. I mean, they carry over. There's carry over, right?
Like rollover minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
Rollover minutes, man. It's amazing how they don't give a fuck about like minutes no more. It's all data. It's crazy.
I mean, who doesn't have unlimited data?
Call me after 9. I mean, yeah, it should be the
call
thing.
me after 9. Remember when was it U.S. Cellular came through with the were they the ones that came through with incoming calls didn't count against your minutes?
Or was it T-Mobile?
U.S. Cellular. U.S. Cellular.
Okay.
Yeah, they started it. I think U.S. Cellular ended up turning into
Boost.
No, I think U.S. Cellular ended up turning into T-Mobile.
Oh, okay.
But it's crazy, like the way everything has transpired with the cell phone industry.
There's only 2 people. There's
but
T-Mobile bought Boost Mobile and Sprint.
Mm-hmm.
So that's under T-Mobile. Don't know how that happened, but it did. There's AT&T and Verizon. That's just cell phone providers. They're owned by AT&T.
Right. But here's what I'm saying. Like, from what it was to what it is now, everything becomes more simplistic. Like, remember how all the little added charges and shit they used to give you on cell phones? That shit all went away. It was the dumbest shit ever. Like,
but they still fuck up your bill.
Oh, that's on you to pay attention to.
Why? No.
Like mine ain't like ours anymore. Like it's down to this is what we pay per line, blah 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 blah. Like my shit's
here's the situation. We get you upgrade the phone, you gotta send it back.
Yeah.
So we just did that with the 12.
Mm-hmm.
Sent our 11s back.
Mm-hmm.
Mine got credited, hers didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then they throw an extra $600 charge on our bill, even though they show that it processed and they got it in good condition, and they never processed, and they never credited our bill.
Yeah.
And I've been fighting with Verizon for a month to get it off.
Verizon.
A month, and it's impossible to get anybody on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
They all want to do this like text message.
Oh, they always push it away.
thing.
Yeah.
It's like I don't understand.
I always had a good time getting a hold of people at T-Mobile.
I had a good time?
And AT&T. I used AT&T for a while, and I went T-Mobile.
Verizon's terrible.
My mom has Verizon. Yeah, my mom has Verizon. But she ain't got nothing fancy, so...
Coverage is good, but, man, their customer service is terrible.
Damn. That's what Sprint used to be talking about. Sprint was legendary for being horrible customer service.
Well, I mean, everybody. There was so many people that were just terrible at customer service.
Mm-hmm.
And then but now you can't be terrible at customer service.
No way.
You can't. Look at Red Brick. I'm going to call Red Brick out. Red Brick was the fucking worst people to rent from. Never fixed anything, never did shit all around the area here in St. Louis. And then they noticed that they had a lot of apartments sitting empty.
Yeah. Word gets around, man.
Yeah. Once the word gets out of how bad you are, now all your shit's sitting empty. Oh, wait, it's hitting my bottom line. Oh, wait, guys. Let me fire everybody. I'm going to restaff with all these people that are more positive. How that all changed. Now they are, Red Brick's so great. If you've done that from the fucking beginning and not been fucking terrible people.
Oh, man, isn't that crazy?
It's frustrating, man.
It is.
It is super frustrating. But he fixed it now. But
it costs you nothing to be nice, man. Be decent. Just be decent.
But I feel like, do you feel like a lot of times when people stop, customer service isn't decent, it's bad. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it's because there's a cheap owner?
I think it's bad. I think it's unengaged leadership. I think if
right.
It's like on the war. Like the best wars is when Genghis Khan is on the front line with you. Right. And they're engaged. They know who you are. They try to do something. Those people are gonna give you great customer service because they have confidence of leadership behind them. When I was willing to care about other human beings, besides people I care about in jobs, because I had leadership that was cool, and we would talk and get to know each other. I was like, cool. Let me go do more for him.
I would fight for you.
Yeah, because I feel you a real one. You don't have to be down here. You cool as motherfucker, and you also know I ain't gonna be here forever. So we have real conversations, men, and we can say a lot of shit in very few words. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? We keep it moving like that. So that guy I ride for. The motherfucker that want to lead by appearances and picking up trash on your way to fucking breakfast, kill yourself. You ain't one of us. You don't know us. You not.
Yeah. You
moving differently, bruh.
Right. And I just hope that there's more leaders that see it. But at the end of the day, there's some shit that no matter what you do, look at Kroenke. No matter what he does, he's still going to be worth $7 billion. Yeah. He's so distant from everything. He doesn't give a fuck about anybody else, but he still got his money. Mm-hmm. And he's still got people working for him. Because people need jobs.
Yeah.
But it's still fuck, man.
I mean, history's full of people they got.
At what point does money, just kind of keep you there? Even though you don't believe it.
For me, I don't, for me, there's no way me working for somebody else is going to get me to my macro goal in life. Me working for a company is not going to get me an NBA franchise. So for me, there's not an amount of money that, unless it's $100 million a year, which I don't have a skill that anybody wants to pay $100 million a year for, they could get me to where I want to be. But that's just me personally. That may be the wrong fucking way to think, but that's the way I think.
No, I don't think it's wrong. I'm just curious.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm just saying,
what about for you?
There's been times, where you're just over whoever you're working for.
Yeah.
But
if I can't believe
at the same time,
right.
you kind of love what you do.
Yeah.
And maybe they just draw you back in and you fight through it.
There is, but then also I think that sometimes people just, they think there's nowhere else to go. Sure. They think there's nothing else. I was at that point when I was at the place with the sand volleyball courts. I was like, I can't go anywhere else, blah, blah, blah. And then you learn quickly, 18 hours after you do the split, where you don't have a job anymore, and that person that you work for told you nobody ever wants to hire you, blah, 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 blah. It makes you feel like you're worthless. And then you realize you get that hit 18 hours later, you're like, holy shit, these people are offering me a job. And then you have 6 other messages on your phone where other people want to give you a job, and then you're like, fuck, man, why did I believe this? Why did I believe this way? And it's confidence in yourself. Like it's just, I mean, in a sense, I guess it's kind of like being in an abusive relationship, I guess, like where you're like, I can't go anywhere else. Like I got to keep doing this stuff for this person, blah, 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 blah. And I always just look for someone to show appreciation. Like when I that's why I was always, when I was working for other people all the time, all I ever wanted was like a show of appreciation. I'm giving you everything I got that I know how to do. Like if you're expecting me to do something I don't know how to do, I'm going to give you the best I can because I don't know what I'm doing. But if you can show me the appreciation and give me the tools in order to do that, or show me, like send me to a training so I know what I'm doing, so I can put a twist on it or whatever, not even a twist, but just like be able to do what you're asking me to do. Cool. You're showing appreciation because you want to train me how to do this. Cool. I'm willing to do that. But the moment where now in where I'm at now, mentality wise, it's like, bro, I'm not going to keep feeding you all this income that I'm producing for you just to be shit on, or just to like talk down to, or in a sense, like not appreciate what I'm doing for you. I don't care if it's, if I'm cleaning floors for somebody and, I get the job and I'm cleaning floors and they like, oh, the last person can clean floors with the shit, like blah, 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 blah. And I'm in there and I know that I'm cleaning these floors the best. I'm not like overdoing it to the point where the shit, like you're cleaning floors in closets and shit, but like just, like a lot of people, like what I see is, a lot of people just overdo it to the point where it's like, hey man, I get your hustle. I understand but you need to understand how to hustle the right way. Like you're overdoing it. Like nobody's paying attention to the back left-hand corner of a fucking closet. Like how clean that is. Like don't get me wrong, wipe it down, but you ain't got to detail that shit. Yeah. Like make sure it's clean, but you ain't got to overdo it. Like to the point where you're like freaking out, But for that person that I'm cleaning floors for, it happened again. For that person I'm cleaning floors for, if they don't show any appreciation towards me, that they appreciate the fact that the floors are clean now and they're cleaner than they've ever been, fuck off, man. I mean, I know it's easy to say, but I'll never ever be in a point ever again in my life where one person dictates, other than me, another person dictates how much money I'm able to make or how much success I'm able to have.
Good outlook.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I know how hard I hustle, and I've been poor. I've been poor my whole fucking life.
I've been poor.
I've been poor my whole life. I grew up poor. I stayed poor. I had a moment where I wasn't poor comparatively to where I grew up at. And I took a chance on something. I failed. But I know how to get back to it and do it better. So the live stream's done. We're just
no, I'll bring it back to closing.
No, we're good. Go ahead. Marcus, do you have anything to, I mean, are you just like super high and you can't?
You get some words of wisdom from Marcus?
Hey, look here, guys.
I'd love to hear some words, man. I feel like
here's the thing. What are we talking about?
We're talking about like being poor and overcoming and
yeah, like I think for me right now is my all things I say and put out in the world is being tested. So there's moments where I'm like, man, I really want to go to sleep right now. I really don't want to do this shit, but like I signed up for this. Like, what are you really doing? Like the moments where you want to be emotional and selfish, even though you're in the wrong, but you still want to do it. But you're like, no, you can't. Like I'm hitting those walls where I can really act out and be a whole lot of a dickhead, and that no one can stop me. But what do you gain from that? You being emotional, you know better. It's like, so putting like all the work in before the rain comes. I mean, I'm so glad I built this shelter. Right. This shit's wet out there. You know what I'm saying? Because that at some point I'm gonna have a bad day. But if I prepare myself for those bad days, they're not that bad. So I can get through them without knowing I'm having a bad day. Because some people don't have bad days well. You know what I'm saying? Other people can pay for it. That's not fair.
Yeah.
It was like a loyalty question. Like, I think either it was Moolah or maybe it was RJ, but like it was like loyalty is like not putting people you care about in situations. You know what I'm saying? Like if I fuck with you, maybe I'm not gonna do something to fuck up your day because I know you gonna ride for me. So maybe not smack this motherfucker in his face and now we fight and you gotta show up, you in danger and something happened to you because of some bullshit. I should be like, you know what? Because I love you so much, let me not do some bullshit to put you in a bitch position to ride for me because you my guy.
But how many times do you see people that you fuck with, but then they're stressing or doing dumb shit over something that doesn't fucking matter. Like they worry about shit that doesn't fucking matter. You know, it's like, fucking A, man. Like I know I haven't made it yet, but like, dude, like why the fuck are you worried about how this person said about you? Blah, 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 blah. Like, for example, bartending the other night, a guy he's a high-strung guy. I can't think of his name. But anyway, he was at the bar. There was a guy there that, yeah, he's like a barfly guy. I don't know who this guy is per se, but he was a nice guy, whatever. And he's having a conversation with him. And he says, I'm not military. My brother was. And the guy that's high-strung was a military guy, supposedly. I don't know his stats, but he claims to be in like
stats.
But I mean, he has
my stat sheet.
I had 80 kills in this one game.
Right. But he's a military guy, and then like he's like talking to the guy about military, and then he's like the guy that's like, oh, my brother was military, and he says something to him, and then this guy, the high-strung guy, is like, oh, bro, well, you up here false fading that you're like in the military, and he was like, no, bro, I told you from the beginning, I wasn't in the military. My brother was. I'm just having conversation with you because I'm just talking about what my brother went through. Right?
False fading. Who says that shit?
Well, I mean, I made that up, but he said it in false representing false. How is your bladder so small? We've been doing this for fucking 2 years. 2.5 years.
I've been drinking for a while.
All right. But to me, it's like that dude made some shit up in his head that the guy was saying, but he wasn't saying anything negative. He was just trying to have a conversation with him. And that's where like you're just looking for problems.
Yeah.
And I feel like if people aren't, a lot of times if there are no problems in their life, a lot of people have that mindset where they're like looking for the problems. So they're creating a problem in their life that wasn't there.
Yeah. I don't understand that shit. It's just not necessary.
It's not, man. It's not. I mean, I've seen the evolution of you, like from outside looking in, man. Like you've really taken off with everything you're doing, and it's fucking awesome, man.
I'm not gonna lie though, like it's not just me. Like that's team effort with Lacey.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, I you probably saw I was in a hole.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
You saw I was in a hole,
yeah.
And if it wasn't for her, nobody could have brought me out of that.
She gave you the confidence.
She gave me the confidence. She gave me the support that I needed to get out of that, which is huge.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you gotta put good people around you, and you put one of the best. I mean, still trying to figure out how that happened.
Like from that point,
you definitely outkick your coverage. I mean, in the best possible way, bro.
I appreciate it. I know. I'm aware. But it turned into like a from then on, it's like I don't think I've really burned many bridges.
Yeah.
Like before, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Probably burned hundreds of bridges. Yeah. But now, I've built this network of people through work and through the Scott family and through my new job, the Gateway, and just meeting even celebrity level people. Like, you can't burn bridges. I left the car museum on a great note. Still love those people.
Yeah.
Still consider them family. And then in trying to create a new family at Gateway, and then just keeping everybody happy and
the biggest thing that has to do with that is
huge.
And the biggest thing with that is that was you that built that and are building that. I'm sure there's some sort of fucking synergy that you could build between the car museum and Gateway that in some way maybe
you never know what can happen.
Exactly. Absolutely. Because you can't be absolute in thought this is the way it has to be. You've got to be open to everything. And Andrew, you've built such a great career for yourself, and you're still building it to this day, man. Like this shit's so fucking dope. No.
Not done.
It's just a beginning. Every day is a beginning. Like win that day, win yesterday. Cool, won it. Now I'm gonna win today. And I feel like you do that every day, man, and that's fucking dope, man. Like,
yeah, I just can't. Like I said, I just can't take all the credit for that. Like, I give credit to Lisa.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
She's so supportive in all this stuff and all my stupid little ventures and what I want to do. And I've changed so many times too. Right. Like I'll get down one path and I'm just like but now I've kind of narrowed it down to like I got one path. Yeah, and I'm stoked about it. And,
I mean, you don't get me wrong. You're creating that path, though. Like you're chopping the trees down on that path, figuratively, not literally. But you're like chopping the trees down and creating that. That's fucking dope, man. Like that's a year ago. I thought what we're doing here. Okay. It was a whole different thing then, and now like I finally like have a vision where it can go. And what it can do, and Marcus has just stayed on the path that we need to be on, and like Marcus is on the path, he's going, and like I'm like running through these weeds and these weeds and these weeds, like looking at different paths or whatever, and he was just like keep chopping them down. It's like people ask like, "What's going on?"
Here, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah. And but like people are asking like, "What?"
You do all the exploring shit. I'm gake keep us going the path through this fucking forest, okay?
Until we find something else.
You explore, I'll keep going straight.
But no, it's like if somebody asks like, "Oh, what's Cecil doing?" and Mark would be like, "Oh, Cecil's doing Cecil things," Well, what's Cecil things?
Exploring.
Yeah, doing
exploring.
Shit. Yeah, where you at in the studio going forward,
right?
doing
yeah.
That's it. Steve.
And that's what you need. And if you,
that's a good combo.
Yeah, it works every time, man. It works every time. If you look at it throughout the bigger scope, the macro scope of history, those are the ones that really do dope shit. Where they both are good. Pick and roll. That big man limit. It works every time. Yeah. It works every time. You never go wrong.
I still can't. I mean, both big dudes. I don't know who's the point guard in that pick and roll situation.
Yeah, definitely not me. So I was like, that's the best I had, guys. So I was like, I need the one.
All right. I mean, I'll run him off the block. I'll run him off the pick. It's fine. Like
I'm definitely setting the pick. I'm definitely gonna set who bow.
And that's getting linked up with you like just randomly. The first time I met you, like you were spiking volleyballs, like whoa, and to think that now you've been on this podcast that was started, originally started by me buying a fucking mic off of Facebook Market in a laptop from a fucking yard sale, to now like we're on here talking about the company you work for that's selling, getting $650,000 for fucking charity, for a vehicle they built. Like
it's crazy.
It's insane to think about. Like when you look at the full circle of it, like it's crazy.
Yeah, life's amazingly allowed to happen. Give us some grace, man. Give grace. Grace is the thing I definitely left 2020 with. Was like, give people grace and see the grace is given to you. It will save you so much time.
And give grace without an expectation of grace coming back to you.
You can't go broke giving.
I love that saying, man. You said I love it, man.
Whatever giving is to you, you can't go broke giving. You just can't. Like certain things, like fuck it. I want to. No, here, fuck it. I don't know if it might come back. It might never come back. But I don't care. I don't care what you do with this giving that I have. Because if you have the courage enough to ask me for it.
Who's that?
Andreas.
Who's that?
That's the girl. The one that was over here the other day. The one that was over here the other day, the black girl, O'Fallon.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is she outside my door right now?
I hope not, because
all right, that'd be awkward. I mean,
yeah, because
I know it wouldn't be awkward. It would be fucking hilarious. Anyway, so it would be hilarious. She comes out. Anyway, so you can't go.
I'm just saying, like, you can't go broke giving, so you got to give, like you said, expectations. Because, like, I had moments where, like, I want to put everybody on, but I'm like, why don't everybody have the same thought process of like, I'm sharing your shit, we probably build some shit together. Why I don't see my shit in your shit? But I was like, you can't do it like that. It don't work. You gonna give or you'll not.
But it's okay to have that feeling.
Yeah.
Though occasionally when somebody doesn't reciprocate, you can still have that feeling inside you, like
natural.
Like that.
That's totally
Yeah,
natural.
you have to accept that. Like if you can't just like cast that out. That like, man, motherfucker, like I did this for you. Like it's okay to have that. Like I get that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, less and less now, but still, I've had that where like I'll put it to you like this. I know that these two people that I introduced by the end of this year will have $100 million company together. These two people I introduced. It still burns me. I still feel it randomly. I'll be driving and randomly just like, fuck, man. Like I introduced these people. They're going to have $100 million fucking company by the end of this year. And I introduced them. I'm not seeing a dime from it. It fucking burns. I'm just being straight up and honest because that's all I can be. Like I still think about it, but I don't let it define me. I'm not going to be that guy sitting in the bar like,
You're not just going to quit.
Yeah, I'm not just going to quit. It's just like, cool. Where my mind goes to is like, I'm happy for them that they were able to do that. And I'm happy that I was the person that like let. What is that?
You don't want to be that guy with violin.
Smallest violin in the world playing My Heart Bleeds for You.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, I have to turn my thoughts to, I'm happy for them that they got this, they're building this together, they're building great foundation for all their family, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm happy for them. I have to show appreciation for the fact that I helped them get hooked up, and I take that in solace that, yeah, that happened. But still, there's that little part of me that's like, fuck, man. You know? It is what it is. Yeah, I could focus on that because if I was outside this room, if I told another person, say I'm sitting in the bar with random fucking Joe Blow, I was like, told them that story. But man, you should get yours. You should sue them. You should do this, blah, blah, blah. Get your money, blah, blah. Like, I don't need that hate in my life. I just accept it. Still feel it. It still burns. Not necessarily like a burn, but it's like
I feel like those people are the same exact people that just hide behind the computer and just spread hate.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
And just
man.
Those are the same people.
Dude,
You punch in the face.
People that blame cast. Oh, the worst. Oh my God. I could have been. I think it's the worst with people like from the, I would say, 80s and 90s, like sports people. Like, oh man, if the coach didn't hate me, blah blah blah. The coach and I didn't get along, blah, like that shit. Like, that's the keyboard warriors now.
Mm-hmm.
And now, like, the younger generation doesn't care about sports, and I don't know.
I want to make money on Twitch.
Right. Which is cool. But dude,
it's awesome
there's so much,
you can do that now.
Dude, my kiddo loves video games. And like, yeah, if you love video games, like, yeah, I'd love for you to play basketball. But if you want to be dope at video games, cool, be dope. Like, I will give you every tool possible in my toolbox to help you.
Yeah.
There may be
just don't throw the controllers.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. But that's discipline, like because she didn't buy them. It's different. But yeah, you're right. So I'm gonna give you every tool in my toolbox to help you. I don't know if it's the exact right tool that you need, but my toolbox is totally open to you. But my dad, on the other hand, I can only touch certain tools. I'm joking. Just because he had expensive tools, like, there was a whole joke on that.
Out of Milwaukee's.
He didn't have Milwaukee. But he's the one that got me hooked on Milwaukee tools. They're the best. I don't know if you know about tools, but Milwaukee tools are the best of the best.
I don't.
Yeah, I have a full set. Just saying, I'm fully never thought I would be fully like you know how like every tool that you need to complete a set, not necessarily specific, like not specific tools that you need to like put that plug-in in or whatever, but like your basic set of, I have a set of all Milwaukee tools that a lot of people are jelly of. I'm jelly of it myself. I'm still like in shock that I have it. And yeah, it's crazy. Like a lot of people have DeWalt.
Oh, he said it was so judgy to have DeWalt.
There's only one thing. Yeah. There's only one, like this dude has Louis Vuitton, all the shit. I've got the Louis Vuitton of fucking tools. Okay.
Right. So who do you want on your side? Me or him? Clearly him. Because I can't do you shit. We'll look good dying together.
Right. But I'm just saying that's the only thing I've ever been like brand specific on. And it's because of my dad. Because my dad, he always just had whatever tool. He could make any tool work in certain situations. And, for my dad to like get me hooked on this top brand of shit is crazy to me. Because the motherfucker is the tightest ass motherfucker I've ever met in my life. But then he gets me hooked on the most expensive tools there are. Well, the most expensive tools to the common man. Like there's another level. There's like the Ferrari tools, which is it's not Fenty. It's 1 second, I'll tell you. But like they're like the best. They are the Ferrari. They're the gateway Bronco of tools.
There you go. Nice.
See what I did there?
Nice.
But it's like
I know. I was getting it. Wait, a little slow. There we go.
I gotta look on Adam Heitman's text from last night. The name of it.
You know my favorite car is in the world is. This is my favorite 2 cars right now in the world. These are my dream cars. This is the car.
Festol. Festol. So a circular saw, I have through it was $200, and it's top of the line for the common man. The Festol circular saw, $900.
Oh.
But that shit is like perfect. Like it's, I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong, my shit's perfect.
Straighter than straight.
It's like driving like a regular Bronco and then driving a gateway Bronco. Why was there such a delay on that, sir? Anyway, please, sir.
There you go. I'll go to Andrew, my favorite car. These are my 2 favorite cars. The Ferrari 812 GTS. And the Ferrari F12. Not the TD.
Could you
TDF.
fit in a Ferrari? Could he fit in a
TDF.
Ferrari? I've never seen one up close.
No, but at that point, I'll be in shape for one. By the time we get that point, by the time we get the money there, I'll be ready.
Start getting in shape, sir.
I know.
Nothing's stopping you. I would rather be prepared to have a Ferrari than not be prepared to have a Ferrari.
Ooh, boy, I'm gonna fit in this bitch, boy. Let's put it right in my garage right now, but I'm gonna fit this bitch. Right. And after that, my everyday vehicle, my SUV would be the Rolls Royce Cullinan Black Badge.
Oh, the one that just came out last year?
Yeah.
See, now I could go into a whole story about. Oh my God! Have you seen the Lamborghini SUV?
I hate that car. I hate it. I don't like it.
I just
one of our clients has one.
It's so obnoxious.
The lady of the house just sent me a picture of one outside of a restaurant the other night.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I didn't know Lamborghini had an SUV.
Yeah.
Well, that Rolls Royce SUV, what's the name had one?
The Cullinan, yeah.
Randy had one.
The Cullinan, yep. Cullinan.
Yep.
Cullinan.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, that just came out last year or whatever, right?
It's
in the last
years now.
Yeah.
Yeah, about 18. Yeah.
That 2021 now.
It's
2021 now.
Yeah, that black badge, man, that smells nasty.
Yeah.
That's my baby.
What about 2022 being the start of the Roaring 20s? The second coming of the Roaring 20s. What? You know that, right? Like after everything, like this year, it'll build up gradually with the vaccines and shit. But then 2022, like I'm hopefully by that time I have 4 bars when the start of 2022, because 2022 it's gonna be all sucking and fucking, man.
Bruh.
It's gonna be fucking insane.
Bruh. Yes.
I'm just telling you, Andrew, hold on to your top hat, sir, if you have you guys ever had a top hat on? I've never had a top hat on. Wait, you're not talking, so I think you've had a top hat on before, sir.
2022.
Mark, no, don't. Have you ever had a top hat on?
I wore one to prom.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
Snoop Dogg. Like a Scrooge McDuck top hat?
Yeah.
No. What color was your top hat? What color was your tux to prom?
Junior year was red. Senior year was blue. Custom.
So you had a blue top hat?
Yeah.
Damn.
So you looked like Dumb and Dumber?
It was blue with the white band.
White band, okay.
Yeah.
What color was your tux that you wore to prom? Yeah, I wore a black one as well.
I actually wore a FUBU tux.
Ooh.
Fubu has some
Dude,
nice
It
stuff.
was one of those where it didn't have like a collar.
Was
It was slick.
was Fubu? That's
Princess of
Damien,
Buddha.
right?
Stripe?
Damien.
Stripe?
Yeah, Damien
Oh,
John.
man.
Yeah. Fubu has some nice.
He's trying to bring her back.
It can go again.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll buy a Fubu jersey. They bring him back.
Dude, I don't wear jerseys. I wear a jersey to the baseball game, and then I wear my Giants jersey when they play the Cowboys.
Yeah,
just because Darlene.
Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl.
I know.
I'm so sick of it.
I love Tom Brady. I ever since I even like
he's the greatest. All right, we're done.
No. I get it. But like what he's doing it's amazing.
It is amazing.
I mean, I just wonder when his contract with the devil runs out.
When is
Could you
he
imagine
coming to collect? When is he coming to collect his soul?
I mean, could you imagine both your baby mamas are super fucking models? We're doing wrong. Your wife is amazing, and she's like on the cusp of like model, like top model, but super model, bro. Like that's on. Like I'm sure she's gonna model you. I didn't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like your wife, his wife is worth more than him. She's the #1 supermodel of all time. That's who you get to fuck whenever. Well, I mean, I say whenever you want, but like,
legend is not saying.
I mean, my wife is worth way more than me too. So.
Yeah, right.
I get the feeling.
Yeah. I mean,
I
but
can't
like,
wait to be worth. I can't wait for my wife to worth more than me. Please, this is grocery money when I'm making.
Right. What? Look at your beer money. You make $2 million a year.
That's it,
baby. You just enjoy your money.
I am.
I mean, but the difference is like a lot.
Yeah.
Like, Tom Brady's worth like 60. Giselle's worth 100. Like,
Yeah.
That's a big difference,
But
bro.
I fuck you like I'm poor, bitch, because I am.
What if she like? What if their like pet thing is like she calls him a poor, and he's just like, she's like, fuck me like a poor, fuck me like a poor. He's worth $60 million.
I'll tell you something, motherfucker. I'm TB12, bitch.
But dude, mad respect for this dude. Like, he was what 7th round pick, right? Yeah, seventh round pick.
But I tell you one
round
thing.
pick. Yeah. 7th round pick.
I know 2 of those Super Bowls. My Giants stopped Thanos.
Oh no, no.
We did our part.
You're not even an Eli fan, and Eli won you too.
Okay, I am a Giants fan.
I'm an Eli fan. I love Eli Manning because he was the dumb brother.
All right, Andrew, give us some closing thoughts where they can find you.
Wow,
yeah,
it's been 2 hours. Shit,
yeah.
Some girl offered to suck my. Never mind.
What?
I was just thinking about how I'm gonna have to cut. You have to cut this up for me to share.
Yeah. We got that. We got that. We can cut it up to whatever you want.
All the good stuff was in the beginning, so we
went down some paths at the end. That just, we'll cut it up and
we'll keep the good stuff in the beginning.
You guys talk about the cut up.
Basically, if you want to help raise awareness for mental health, go and donate at omaze.com/gateway because that's what the Kevin Love Fund supports. Mental health,
right? 100%,
and that's huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
I've gone through my stuff with mental health, and it's a serious thing.
Yeah,
and you came
anything you guys can do to support would be great.
Yeah, and we will do everything in our power to support. We will share. We will do everything in our power.
Mental health as well.
I will talk about it every day at every bags function I go to, and everything I go to. I'll spread it around First Forum. Like, hey, awesome. Check it out. You know, and then if you guys ever have a Help a Poor program, let me know because I have a 99 Ford F-150 with 275,000 miles that if you guys want to redo.
I'm a poor. You want to do my Ford pickup truck?
It's rusted out. It's so rusty.
It just made sense what he just did there. I gotta get some sleep, man.
Just thrown in there. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
You go ahead, give yours, and I give us mine, and we can get up out of here.
You always go, and then I go.
Oh, okay. You right.
Oh,
if the kingdom of God is in you, then everywhere you go, leave a little bit of heaven behind.
For those in the mother back.
If the kingdom of God is in you, then everywhere you go, leave a little bit of heaven behind.
If you get a chance to do something nice for somebody tomorrow, go ahead and do that, because I feel like the world needs a lot more of that.
Also, trust is lost in buckets, but gained in drops. So be careful who you fuck over. Love yourself.
Burning bridges.
Love each other. And love is all we got.
Peace.